me-bop, oh, drop a rebop. Whoa, is a me-bop, oh, drop a rebop. Whoa, is a me-bop, oh, drop a rebop, oh.
Captain Beefheart was the stage name of an American singer and multi-instrumentalist whose birth name was Don Glenn Vliet. He was the leader of the Magic Band, which was a band that had quite a bit of turnover of different members. And he's well known for being a friend and sometime rival of Frank Zappa's. He started his musical career in 1964. He produced an incredibly well thought of album called Trout Mask Replica, and several other albums, of course. He retired from music in 1982 and became a painter, and became financially more successful as a painter. He died in 2010. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is the fourth album by Captain Beefheart, and it's credited to Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, which was his revolving band of various people coming in and out. It's my first listen to it as an album. It's not the first Captain Beefheart album that's been reviewed on this channel, and it's certainly not the last. And my feelings about it are maybe a little on the complicated side, so but that's okay. So let's try and do some description. So I'm going to use the word angular here, which I have used before, and I've been asked what I mean by that before. I mean kind of the opposite of smooth, which I guess means rough, but jagged in a lot of ways. It kind of jarring in some ways, I would say. Musically, it's definitely rough. It kind of rejects the appearance of competence. So I'm going to go into metaphors now. So if live music is handwriting and studio recordings are printing, then this album is, well, it's a studio recording, so it's printed, but it's with a printer that's on the blink. And there are letters missing and things are out of line and blurred bits and smudges and stuff like that. So the instrumentalists can be playing in several keys compared with each other. The timing can be off compared with each other. Sometimes the tuning's out, and often there's a feeling of fumbling, and it's this kind of fumbling and timing outness that's distinctive about it, I would say. And it reminds me, reference might not mean much to some people, but it reminds me of Thelonious Monk in his piano playing, which he does a similar thing. He kind of plays with the timing and the idea that you can do music which at the first hearing would seem like it's just badly played. And I guess that's what this feel is. There's a broad blues feeling to a lot of this. In fact, I'm going to reference Tom Waits in a minute. It's got a similar feel to some of his stuff. But the thing that's interesting in here is marimba. So there's, not in all the tracks, I don't think, but there's certainly several tracks with marimba in, which is an unusual sound to put in music like this. Now, the marimba player and the use of marimba is a very Frank Zappa thing to do. And in fact, it was Frank Zappa's marimba player that they stole for this album. The vocals are heavily affected to sound like it's kind of been done by some back porch blues player, possibly who's lost his teeth. It's kind of slurred and mumbled and very, very gravelly. Again, I'm going to reference Tom Waits. Sorry, is most affected. Actually, the vocals I quite like. I think they're quite effective the way that it's done. The songs are about who knows. Some things, there's quite a lot of repetition, but there's some impenetrable randomness here. Kind of as evidence of that, one of the tracks is called "I Want to Find a Woman That'll Hold My Big Toe Till I Have to Go," which is, yeah, what's that about? Maybe he just likes being random. I think that's probably the case. There are some instrumentals, which are guitar, which again, I want to reference Thelonious Monk again. It's got a very kind of stilted and jagged feel to it. Um, don't know if other people feel like Captain Beefheart was in this position of being Frank Zappa's weirder sidekick, and when you realise how weird Frank Zappa could be, that's quite a thing. Some people obviously think he's a genius. For most people, though, I think you'd say this was a mess, and I would broadly agree with that. My reservation is that actually some of the songs are memorable. And they kind of jump out at you. It's definitely an experience listening to it, but ultimately, I'm not a huge fan, so I didn't really like it. So that's what I think. And as always, I'd like to invite you to tell me what you think, so please do leave a comment in the comments. That's it from me for now.